thoughts, comments, and then we'll take some questions.
I felt from the tip to the end, I just saw a different team out there was just like had a singular focus and purpose while they were on the floor, that they were going to execute the game plan. They were talking with each other. They were reading and responding to the flow of how the officials were calling games and making those kind of on-court adjustments. And that's really what any coach would hope and dream for, like players that can coach and manage each other on the floor. I shouldn't have to go in there because they know what to do. And again, because this is the third time they've been here, they were extremely poised, so disciplined, and it looked like they were having fun out there despite the score, and they never lost their focus. So kudos to them, and they've just been a joy and a pleasure to coach these past 4 years, for these two especially, and this entire season.
Question?
I guess, Jacayla, I mean, this is your third straight MVP. What was it like for you winning another one?
It felt good, you know. It just felt good, you know, every year, especially with these two, you know. They're really like, they give me the energy, they give the whole team the energy, you know, so it felt good, you know, winning for the third year in a row.
Abryhia, you guys forced 25 turnovers. You really sped them up. That's what you wanted to do here?
Yeah, defense is us. That's what we really work on every day in practice. And for our defense intensity to be where it was today, I think that pushed us further enough. We got the fast breaks off that, and we really played as a unit today. We came out with the win.
Salma, I know you're a senior, and I think this is your fourth game back since the injury. So how'd you just kind of feel out there, and what's just kind of, you know, your thoughts on winning the third straight?
You know, I was just going out there trying to help my team get the W. It's our third year in a row. Me and Abryhia's last year, we were trying to go out with a bang. So we did, and I'm happy.
Salma and Abryhia, I know that when you guys left the game, the emotional time for both you guys, last moment that you'll play in a high school basketball game. What was, I mean, can you guys just kind of put in perspective what these 4 years, and especially the last 3 years, have been like?
These last 4 years taught me a lot. I grew as a person, I grew as a teammate, and it's just, I grew mentally also as a player. And from Coach Barber, what she taught us and how she coached us, is she's prepared us for every coach we're gonna see. Moving on with college and further than that, it's just like, we're ready for it. And these last 4 years have been a blessing. All the blood, sweat, and tears we put in, it was worth it.
Yeah, back on what Abryhia said, you know, we've matured over these past 4 years. I wouldn't want to spend these past 4 years with nobody else.
Cries.
Coach, I guess, over these 3 championships that you guys have won in a row, what has been, I guess, any different, or how do you distinguish this team or this title run from the other 2?
I mean, obviously you go those two teams, we were like 8, 9 deep, and there's like 3 or 4 of them playing in college right now. So, I mean, you look at them and just, you think top to bottom, like we just were skill-wise better in a lot of positions. But I mean, I just think this team has showed tremendous growth, like what Abryhia and Jacayla and Salma talked about. We had a lot of young players. We had a 7th grader, his first player off the bench, who hadn't really been in these situations, hadn't really played extended minutes, even though they were been a part of the team those past 3 years. So new positions and new roles for them. Because when the light's on, y'all know it's like it's a whole different ball game. We can X and O and game plan all we want in practice, but when those lights come on and you're on that court, you know, something else can happen to you. So it's just different. I'm just so proud of how they've endured. I mean, we lost a senior at that Thursday practice before we left to come here. Sadie Brent, she broke her foot through the season. Salma lost extended time with an ankle. Abryhia tore her ACL her sophomore year, our first year. We lost another senior with a torn meniscus and lost her right before the start of the new year. So the fact that we've been able, we had a couple players that are no longer with the team, you know, hashtag morons. But I'm sorry, don't put that in. So I mean, they've just, despite the numbers, despite the lack of people being there, despite, you know, our parents, and I'll tell you about this, we have some of the best parents. Like, they take them to everything. We ride deep on every trip. And so that means the world. And we have an athletic department and administrative team at school that supports everything. Our administrators are the loudest ones in the stands because, you know, kids are so cool, they can't cheer. But so praise just goes in so many different areas, but it all should come back to these young ladies, because when I tell you that I know I am a lot, but they have stuck with it, they want to get better, and they lead, and they set an example throughout the school, because they are very good students. They make great grades in school. If they do get in trouble, they get it on both ends. So they don't get in trouble because they don't want that. So, I mean, I'm just proud of who they are and how they've just matured and blossomed as young women. And they're going to be successful despite sport. They're going to do great in whatever they do in life. So that's what I'm most proud of.